Welcome to my little video for YouTube here on the two hottest scanners on the market today. The new GRE-500 just come out a couple months ago to a year, and they have the best scanner around so far. Then they made a Radio Shack version of the GRE-500, but it's called the PRO-106. Now, the difference with these radios are the guts internally are the exact same, but the outsider shell seems a lot nicer on the Radio Shack than the GRE. Okay, I've noticed one thing on the PRO-106 that the audio is a lot clearer and bassier, where on the GRE-500 the audio is okay on analog, but on digital it's crystal clear too and bassy. It's just on the PRO-106 you have the best of both. Now I turned it on just to see the difference. Even though they look identical, I was looking at the firmware inside. The firmware inside for this one of the 106 is almost identical to the GRE-500. Instead of it's RFI, where the firmware on the GRE-500 is the exact same firmware update, but it's VER. Now they say that you cannot do the same updates together on these radios. Okay? You cannot do the same updates to the radios, but you could clone them with the ARC 500. You could clone both radios with the exact same setup on both radios. I'm going to turn the Radio Shack version on right now, and you'll get to see that I'm in Hamilton and how it works. I'm very impressed with it. It has IDs pop up.
198 to MD main, one release coming up.
The radio IDs is amazing. The light's the same thing.
Will be in,
I love that so much. That is like wicked. That is Hamilton right there. Now we're going to go to OPP digital. This is Ontario. Scanning right now, see if there's anything on there. But like I said, the key buttons sequence are almost all the same, identical as over here, which I'm going to turn this one on now. Just a different format. Now I'm going to put the OPP on here too right now.
Where they go for? Traffic stop 406 northbound, just south of St. David. Can you run the RO, please, of vehicle?
That's negative. Nothing outstanding at this time.
Put them side by side.
Marker Victor Echo Romeo Delta India Lima Echo.
There you go. People have asked about the same settings in these radios, and they are, like I said, identical. You go to Program, Function, Global, and there is all your settings on the Radio Shack version.
That's 99 Pontiac 4-door blue, valid tag April 10.
Where there's a lot of steps that were, it's amazing how much a scanner has this, and it's kind of very high tech if you ask me. But you could turn the radio IDs on, add radio alert, and they add a new feature, 138 to 174 to 5 kilohertz, because people were asking about that and all that. It's amazing. The scanner is one piece of art, I'll tell you that. Try up Hamilton again. Here we'll try EDAX, Burlington, Ontario.
Radio 5 call 103. You can just let them know I'm at the base of the ramp leading from
Nothing being on right now.
westbound.
That's OPP on the other one. Same setting.
5 Bravo 101.
This is GRE-500. Same global. Same settings as the other one. Like I said, they're identical in guts, and it just, the audio sounds a little better on the one radio than this one.
Justin?
It's Hamilton again on the GRE-500.
I think this mail,
There's the radio IDs, which is a wicked feature. I'll put Hamilton back on here.
I lost you there. Are you going to take the mail away?
Put them side by side now. I have them set up with lights, the exact same lights.
I'll call from the way.
I have a nice little load for you.
4, here, so let me dispatch.
Central Mountain.
Call, tell you your name. Sorry, was that DS 11?
Be negative. Yeah, can you mark me off the seatbelt enforcement at King and Wellington, please?
Now the neat thing about this is when the IDs pop up, the council of the dispatcher is 302. So you know they change that often sometimes. On fire department it's totally different too. But that's the one thing I like about that.